This is Foss shape. It's like a felt kind of material. It's heat activated. These are the lamps we're going to be working with today. This is a contemporary lamp that has a self-adhesive surface that we can just put the ephemera right on. And then these three are really interesting pieces that I picked up at auction. They're called trench art, and they're made out of shells that guys took home as souvenirs after one of the wars. We've collected all kinds of interesting papers to use. This is a newspaper from 1947. We can read about Greer Garson's divorce. So we've got all kinds of stuff, snapshots from training camp and so forth. We're going to use a styrene material. It's basically a plastic material, but it is also self-adhesive. And one side we can pull this paper off and attach the paper to. We will be using frames at the top and the bottom of the shade, and then this styrene material will get laced on like the old wagon train lamps. It should be really cool. If you don't want to go through the trouble of making an entire lampshade, you can also buy these self-adhesive pre-made lamps that you just buy off the rack. I'll show you a little trick when you're laying papers over each other and they're not fitting. I actually put the lamp inside of this so that I can see my double layers, and I'm going to trim, and I'm not going to cut through the second layer. I'm only cutting through this first layer of newspaper so that I can trim that off and just connect it where I want to connect it. I'm going to put a little glue under some of these edges that are sticking out, and then we're ready to put the lampshades together. So after a couple of coats of lemon shellac, our lampshades are ready to go. Hey, this is Lonnie on the road, and we're in Chicago. We're at the largest trade show for the retail industry in the world. And I keep on thinking about all of these textures and all of these finishes. This is a very subtle detail, but really, really great. Notice there are little lights underneath that incredible textured fabric. Look at these. These fabrics are really beautiful. All of these wonderful textures, refined finishes, embroidery, beading. This is really amazing. Look at this tassel fabric. Well, as you know, I'm always in search for really cool stuff. This is Color Stream. It's a combination of red, green, and blue LEDs, RGB, just like in a television set, and can be used in many, many different ways. Look at this application within a shelf or within a bracket, within a wall. More and more you're seeing designers using glowing walls, glowing tables, glowing furniture. It's very attractive, and I can see this application happening more and more in retail, and then also eventually ending up in the home. And this is really cool. It is this really gnarly looking truss system that's made out of carbon, fiber, and aluminum. It's really strong, but it's really, really light. And you see all of these aluminum, this is anodized aluminum, but all these aluminum pieces are made from an extrusion. So you can actually like get a logo or get a graphic pattern happening on the side. Isn't that amazing? This is one of the coolest products we found at the whole show. This is carved MDF material. It's a wood material, but you cannot believe the shapes and flows and all the texture that's been carved into this material. I wish you could touch this because it's really cool stuff. I've never seen this material looking so good. Really beautiful stuff. The river is green, but I have noticed that there's one bridge somebody has left up. And you know, guys, I understand sometimes you want to lift the bridge, but when you're done with it, you really should put the bridge back down. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to solve the problems of the shoulder straps and the necklace to blend with this fake armor that we're using. I was inspired by this planter that I found in the bathroom. It has sort of the shapes or the look that I want, something very hard to go with all the soft feathers. So I then did some drawings of the kinds of shapes that I want to get out of the Foss shape, which is the heat-activated fabric, in the headdress, the shoulders, and in the necklace. In the back fan, we have layered it between several different pieces of fabric. This is our original muslin, interfacing, outer fabric, ultra suede to reinforce it. 4 grommets will go here. Then it will tie onto the backpack either down, sideways, or of course in the up position.